His next will give the Leafs 4 30-goal scores. So off and running, the Leafs have won the last two after Montreal won the season opener 1-0 in Montreal. Chris Tanev back in his own zone. The Canadiens have started Christian Dvorak along with Josh Anderson and Brendan Gallagher. Here's John Tavares with the puck for the Leafs. Leafs are starting a change here. Riley comes on and off the bench. There's a shot that Dobic kicks away, and Christian Dvorak back the other way for the Canadiens. Picked up by McMahon while Domi maintained possession. Scrapes the board, centers Robertson. Dobic the save, and out comes Montreal. Swing it across for Suzuki. Here's Suzuki, tracked by Marner. Hudson to the other side, line A in a dangerous spot. Didn't get to the net, now a chance. And Slafkovsky unable to finish. Hudson, line A on that left flank. Seen past Suzuki, holding on. Watch there by Matthews. And now back to Hudson. Suzuki, line A across, Stolarz, and it rolled through on a rebound chance by Slafkovsky. Here's Nylander looking to come out in front. Back it goes. Carlo shooting, and Dobic able to cover up on that. And the late man is Myers, and he fired that right off Matthews' side of the net. Centered for Marner, and he shot it high. Myers steps up, wraps it around. Man after it, got past him. Dvorak had it intercepted by Domi. Here's Morgan Riley. And a loose puck in front of the net. Robertson tied up here at home this year. Nylander's got it again. Tavares in front, and Dobic makes the stop and able to pick it up. Here's Matthews behind the net, trying to center it for Marner, and knocked away to the boards. Matthews for Benoit. Benoit with a shot turned aside.
Thankfully it continues. Unfortunately, cancer does as well, so finish it is right.
By Slafkovsky, failed to connect, and he connected on Marner. Here's Matthews in, firing at that, and Dobic gets a piece of that. Around it comes for Marner. Trying to get that to the net, knocked down by Suzuki, maybe a break. Carlo, Suzuki a step, and he slid it. Another chance, and that's blocked. What a chance there, a third chance. It will be Hudson driving it high.
To start here, though, this is a tough play for Carlo. He knows he's not going to win the battle. He just tries to impede Suzuki, and not Suzuki. It looked to me like trying to get that shot off the pad and leave the rebound for the trailer, but a nice job there. Stolarz kicked it for the last second, and Morgan Riley.
Oh, three great chances for Montreal. Suzuki puts it on goal. Turned aside by Stolarz. Slafkovsky nearly stole it. Here's Matthews in along with Nyes. Nyes digging in deep. Matthews up with it, comes out in front, and Marner right on. Pass intended for Nyes, doesn't get there. Rink wide it goes, and here comes Montreal. Caulfield from an angle. Slafkovsky the rebound, went wide. Now Tavares. Up ahead it goes. Yardcroak across. Nylander to work. Oh, up against Hudson. And back it goes. Riley, rebound. Pushed just wide. Leafs come close. Now Caulfield at center. Knocked off his stick. Riley to Tavares. Gooley steps up on him. Another big hit by Caden Gooley. And that comes outside the line. Carlo just gets rid of it to get back to his defensive position. Here comes Hudson working in. And we've got a fight. Gooley and Domi. Domi saw enough after two Richter scale hits by Caden Gooley. Have had 13 different guys fight this year. Max Domi, though, as
Max Domi answers back.
The extra penalty to Domi takes the pass. Oh, he was almost in behind Matheson. Now it's Yardcroak following up. Robertson called for it again off the blocker of Doman. Reset. There's Nylander. Nice parked on the doorstep. Comes to Matthews, and he's stopped by Doman. Matthews hounded there by Armia, able to work it back to Nylander. Marner, Nylander, Evans and Armia, the penalty killers, as it knives from the corner. Back outside. Nylander, still no shooting lane. He'll trade spots with Marner. Down low, Matthews. And Nylander fires right on. Ricochets back here to Marner. Nylander, another look. Marner, Tavares, loose in front. Nice, battles for it. Down to Savard. Loose in his skates. Comes free for Matthews. And Marner gives it back. Here's Marner, one time right on. Nice, one hand sleeve. Rebound to Nylander. Marner down low. Here's Nylander again. Holding. Marner fakes, takes, and he sent it high. Almost took Nylander's head off behind the net. Nylander back to Matthews. His shot, Stolarz gets a piece of that. Canadiens goaltender looks sharp. Back down for Knives. Late stages of this power play, and it's all been in the Montreal zone. Marner holds on. Here's Matthews. And across, Nylander, glove stopped. Off the glove. Boy, it's tight, isn't it?
Game's got a little heartbeat though now, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, just the energy is really taking it to another level.
Well, Doman should to play that. He hit Kapanen with a clearing attempt. Got past Slafkovsky. Here's Caulfield. Suzuki looking for Slafkovsky, and Stolarz the stop. Of course, back-to-back for Montreal. Their 7th game in the last 12 nights. Here's Caulfield with a steal. Cole Caulfield snaps that right on.
The key, too, you know the run Stolarz has been on. He's been on his best run of the season, 6-0. But to get Dobesh coming in on the back end of the back-to-back, he's done his part. See if he can pay him off.
And he's the extra center out there. In this case, Domi gets waved, so it's Nylander to win the draw. Back to Domi, and he fired a wide. Rebound! Oh, Domi! Across, and he robs Nick Robertson. What a chance that was.
Going off. It's a clean win and a shot, but the rebounds there. Dobesh does just an excellent job of sliding across. That's a desperation save. Forget about technique. Just get there as quick as you can.
Downhill goes Marner. Around Matheson. In behind the net. Riley. Nylander. Shooting. Rebound. Oh, it didn't go as Marner had what looked like an open net. Here's Marner again. Already. And Riley slowly making his way to the lead bench. John Tavares to the attack. Loose in front. Trying to jam it. And Dobesh able to hold it out. Now a sharp angle shot. Net comes off. Attempt here at regulation time. Marner spun down by Suzuki. Right back in the corner. Marner slow to get up here as the horn sounds.
This pair.
Tavares out there to, well, both out there to win the draw because they're good at it, and they scramble it up, and Montreal gets control. Mike Matheson now over 27 minutes of the game.
And now Gouli changes again because of that setup. Now you've got Suzuki out.
And you've got Evans. They head to the bench. He does. Over the boards comes Caulfield. Suzuki splits the knee. In. Can't jam it through. Stolarz down. Leafs come up with it. Tavares away with Nylander. And Suzuki stuck back behind the play. 3-on-2. Here's Marner. Scores! Game winner! Mitch Marner! And the Leafs win it in overtime.
Back the other way. Nylander gains the line, stays onside. And Mitch Marner, with the quick release, able to put this game away.
7th career overtime goal for Marner. His 26th goal and his 98th point of the year. It's the 3rd shutout of the season for Anthony Stolarz. And now we've got a great finish between Winnipeg and Chicago.